Wow. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's a great day in the Mohawk Valley. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. Thank you all for joining us here today, and a special thanks to welcome to Governor Cuomo, who is back again here in Oneida County in the Mohawk Valley. Governor, it's great to have you here once again and to announce some very exciting news for all of us here in the entire Mohawk Valley region in central New York. Today, you will hear from a variety of speakers I'll get to in a moment. I would like to acknowledge some of the elected officials and dignitaries that have joined us here today. Senator Joseph Griffo, Senator Dave Valesky, Assemblyman Bill McGee, Assemblyman Anthony Brindisi, Commissioner of OGS, Roanne DeStito, Chairman of the Oneida County Board of Legislature, Gerald Fiorini, Chairman of the Herkimer County Legislature, Vincent Bono, the City of Utica Mayor, Robert Palmieri, City of Rome Mayor, Joe Fusco, the Acting President of SUNY IT, Robert Geer, the Marcy Town Supervisor, Brian Scala, and I have to acknowledge, although he's not here with us, my good friend and partner in economic development, the President of Mohawk Valley Edge, Steve Domino, who is represented here today by the Chairman of Mohawk Valley Edge, Laura Casamento. Steve, it's breaking his heart. He's in Italy, although it's a great place to be, that he couldn't be here for today's announcement. And I would like to also acknowledge all of the other elected officials that have joined us here today, from the legislature, the councils, the town boards, the school superintendents, all the college presidents that have joined us here today. Thank you for being here. It is really clear that over the last 34 months, there's just a great new energy in New York State. And why is that? There is a sense of optimism, there is a sense of growth, a sense of a new beginning for a state that has had its share of difficulty. And why is that? It's because we have a governor who's made it a priority to bring back the new in New York, to instill in us a sense of growth and optimism that we haven't had in many years. The governor has made it a priority to revitalize upstate New York. He has taken a lead in tourism and agriculture in terms of making those areas so significant to our growth in upstate New York in particular, and he has led those efforts on all economic development fronts. And as well, what we're talking about today is high-tech and manufacturing. These efforts are creating jobs for New York, which is what we need most. He has launched a series of initiatives, some right here in this room, like Startup New York, SUNY 2020, and the innovation hotspots to leverage resources of our universities to attract private investment and grow businesses here in New York. That's why we're here today at SUNY IT. The college not only prepares our students for the workforce, but it serves as an institution for research and development and innovation in new technologies. It's a treasure chest of new ideas. The faculty here, the students and researchers here are coming up with the next cutting-edge device in the lab and in the classroom each and every day. And in order for New York's economy to grow, we need to make sure that these new innovations are being brought to the marketplace, birthing and keeping businesses right here in New York State. That in turn will attract private investment, that you will see here, and more jobs to upstate New York. And I look forward to continuing to work with this great governor and his team to do just that for the Mohawk Valley. Today, you will hear from Assemblyman Anthony Brindisi, Senator Joseph Griffo, Dr. Elaine Calleros of SUNY's College of Nanoscale Science and Engineering, Daniel Armbrust of Sematech, Dr. Hector de Jesus Ruiz of Advanced Nanotechnology Solutions, and of course, last but not least, the Governor of New York State, Andrew Cuomo. Senator Brindisi.
Thank you, County Executive Vicente. Good afternoon. It's great to be joined by all of you here today. Let me start off by saying that over the last 34 months, the state legislature has had a real partner in Governor Cuomo, which has certainly helped turn around the way state government operates. We're thankful to him, we're thankful to his team, and today's announcement shows that our working together is paying off for communities right here in the Mohawk Valley. When there's an effective state government, private sector notices. And that's why we're here today for this announcement. Today, we're moving forward on a major public-private partnership that will transform the city of Utica and the whole region into the next major high-tech hub in the state and in the nation. Thanks to an investment by the state, the resources of SUNY IT and the College of Nanoscale Science and Engineering, and the collaboration of major industry partners, we are positioning this community for major economic growth. That means new jobs, private investment, economic activity that will be felt across the state. I am thrilled to help usher in this new era for the Mohawk Valley, and I look forward to seeing the collaboration move forward and deliver results for New Yorkers. Governor, you've been a real partner for the Mohawk Valley. You've been here in times of need, and your focus and your commitment to our economy is evident here today. There's a buzz in the air, and when I talk to people on the street, you get the feeling that Utica and the Mohawk Valley's economy, best days are ahead of it, not behind it. Thank you, Governor. Thank you all for being here today.
Good afternoon, everyone, and what a great day to be here on the SUNY campus. In fact, it's a sunny day outside. We could put another N in SUNY today. It's a sunny day and a great new beginning for this region. Governor, it's a pleasure to have you here again. We appreciate your hard work and your availability. This is an individual who has, during his tenure as our leader in this state, been very attentive to the concerns across this state, and has been very responsive and very present across this state. And we appreciate someone who is engaged and regularly appears in an area because he's concerned about the area and all aspects of this state. This is a phenomenal institution. We all know that. We're proud of SUNY IT, what it represents, what it has done throughout its history, its short history. And we know that this is a place of potential. And we know as a result of working partnerships, the universities, the private sector, that we can make good things happen. And I think today we're going to see that. We're going to see when we bring innovation, education, and commercialization together in partnerships, that we can really see good results. And a lot of that comes from leadership, and it comes from a lot of people working together. When you look at the gridlock in Washington, the inability to agree how to pay our bills, I think we're so fortunate here in New York State over the last 3 years to show that we can work together and that we can do things together. And that is really attributed to the leadership of the governor. His ability and willingness to reach out, to arrive at a consensus, and to know and understand that there are so many unique needs across the state that require our attention and require hard work and effort. I really appreciate the fact that, Governor, what we've done here, working all together, is to restore credibility in the state. We have regained the confidence of the people in the state of New York. And most importantly, you have exhibited and demonstrated competent leadership in Albany, which shows that as a result of that leadership working together, we can get results. And I think that is so important and why we are here today. Because, as we indicated, this is the beginning for this region. It is a special day, but there's so much more that we can build upon as a result of these announcements that you're going to hear as we continue through the speakers today. And it's a continuing effort at generating jobs, and generating revenue, and growing the economy in a region that for many years has seen challenges. And now, working collectively and working private and public sectors together with the university as a linchpin and CNSC, we are going to do some great things here. So it's an honor to be here today. I look forward to joining the governor, our SUNY partners, Advanced Nanotechnology Solutions Incorporated, Semitech, and Tech, and everybody who is here today, CNSC, because this is really an opportunity for the future. So thank you all for sharing this day with us.
Why am I the only one who needs to use a step? Wasn't that funny? Before I start going through the presentation, there's a couple of comments I'd like to make, because 10 or 15 years from now, books are going to be written about the new economy in the United States and in the world. And mind my word that what they're going to be talking about is the Andrew Cuomo legacy. The legacy of the new innovation economy, where he's replacing the old model of, if it makes sense, industry will pay for it, which is now not working either in the US nor overseas, with the new model of publicly run and publicly owned public-private partnerships. This is really the new innovation-driven economy in the world, and you have the governor here taking the lead in it globally. Today's announcement, as has been said, is further proof that the new New York is a reality. This reality is testament to what we all know as the entrepreneurial governor, Governor Andrew Cuomo, who's, we talk about his vision and leadership, but there's a couple of additional elements to it that especially fascinate me. One is the sophistication, and the other one is the elegance with which he goes about putting these deals together. By any measure, today's announcement is a perfect 10. But only the governor would have been savvy enough to actually have it scheduled on October 10. And it's actually 2 perfect 10s on October 10. Come on, it's funny. If you So the seed, I'd like to start the presentation. The seeds for what you're going to be hearing about today were planted about in 1993 or so, when a governor by the name of Mario Cuomo had the vision to invest the first $10 million in what became the College of Nanospace Science and Engineering in Albany. It was the first 200-millimeter wafer facility at any university in the world. And at the time, some of our competing universities, who are now part of the consortia, made fun of why New York is investing in a 200-millimeter wafer facility. I can tell you they're not making fun anymore, they're part of the consortium. And as you see, what Governor Mario Cuomo started became what I like to call the Lion King strategy, or the Mario Cuomo, Andrew Cuomo economic circle of life. This is real. I mean, look at that $10 million investment and look what it's doing down in the capital region. Over 3,000 jobs on site, and it supports 13,000 nanotechnology jobs across upstate, from Buffalo to Long Island. The total investments on site at CNSC are in excess of $17 billion, with more than $16 billion from private investments. And what's more important is the average salary of those employees is $91,000, according to the Federal Bureau of Labor Statistics, and the capital region employment is 6.3% versus 7.3% nationally. So yes, the circle of life, the Mario Cuomo, Andrew Cuomo, is working. It worked in Albany, and it can work everywhere else in upstate. And just to show you some of the steps of how it's working, it truly has become what I would call the Andrew Cuomo Erie Canal for innovation. From IBM in East Fitchville, to the College of Nanospace Science and Engineering in Albany, to CNSC Solar in Malta, to Global Foundries, to the Buffalo Medical Innovation and Commercialization Hub, which by the way is part of Governor Cuomo's $1 billion investment, the CNC photovoltaic manufacturing facility in Rochester, which was part of the Sunshot Initiative funded by the Department of Energy, went to initially to California. The company was going to go under, and your governor saved it, brought it to New York, and now it's becoming a success story for how you do a public-private partnership. To the point where the White House sent the head of the National Institute for Science and Technology to learn how this governor is doing business in New York. To the smart system technology